On the southernmost tip of the planet rests one of the world's most massive and mysterious landmasses, the frozen realm of Antarctica. This icy expanse stretches out to cover more than 14 million square kilometers, making it the fifth largest continent in the world. It is situated amongst entirely within the Atlantic Circle, which means that temperatures are constantly below zero throughout a majority of the year. Such conditions make life relatively sparse compared to other regions in the world, but the Antarctic animals that do occupy this frosty landscape are well adapted to handle the incredibly harsh conditions seen regularly by explorers and scientists stationed there. While the landscape may seem somewhat desolate to the untrained observer, it is actually one of the most interesting places on Earth. So here, let's start with the video. Number 1. The dry valleys in Antarctica are the driest place on Earth, with such low humidity and moisture on this portion of the continent. Snow and ice cannot even accumulate, which leaves the valley as just a dry, dusty expanse of dirt. Number 2. Antarctica is, on average, the windiest place on Earth. Scientists are exploring this southerly landmass have reported wind speed that reached up to 200 miles per hour. Number 3. The Antarctic ice sheet is the single biggest mass of ice in the world and can sometimes be up to 4 miles thick. The continent as a whole contains about 90% of the planet's freshwater ice and around 70% of the total freshwater on Earth. Number 4. Scientists and geologists claim that if the West Antarctic ice sheet were to melt, it would raise global warming sea levels by about 16 feet. That will sink the island countries in few time. Number 5. The Ross Ice Shelf, a floating tongue of ice that extends off the continent's main landmass, encompasses more than 0.5 million square kilometers and is the largest ice shelf that. Number 6. While Antarctica is covered in ice, it actually holds one of the world's biggest mountain ranges, the Gambrotzo Mountains, which stretch out more than 1200 kilometers. The highest peaks are estimated to be around 2,008 third size of Earth's tallest mountain, the Mount Everest. Number 7. Another interesting geographic feature hidden under the ice sheet is Lake VOSTOK, a freshwater lake buried under 4 kilometers of frozen water. This lake is about the size of Lake Ontario, more than 200 different bodies of water that has been discovered beneath the ice. Number 8. While the Grand Canyon is largely considered to be the planet's biggest natural rift, scientists discovered another trench on Antarctica that could reveal one of the America's mightiest natural features. The unnamed canyon was found during a 2010 expedition and extends 100 kilometers, is more than 9 kilometers wide and reached depths of more than 1.6 kilometers. Scientists speculate that it could be even larger, but further exploration is required to learn the true boundaries of this massive rift. Number 9. Antarctica is home to Mount ELEBUS, the southernmost active volcano in the world, as well as the only non-lava lakes which have held liquid magma for eons despite the continent's frigid conditions. There are 30 different countries that operate 80 research stations situated around the continent. The human inhabitants who occupy these facilities number around 4,000 during the summer months and only 1,000 during the long harsh winters. In January of 1979, Emily Marco Palma became the first human ever to be born on Antarctica. Since his historic passage through the birth canal, only 10 other people have been born on the continent. Number 12. Because of the Earth's tilt, the sun does not rise in Antarctica from the vernal equinox to the autumnal equinox, which means the continent remains dark throughout the entire winter season. Conversely, during the summer months, the sun does not set in Antarctica, which means it actually receives more sunlight than the equator during that time frame. In March of 2000, an ice chunk broke off the Ross ice shelf that was 270 kilometers long and 40 kilometers wide, or roughly the size of the state of
and it is
Connecticut. Number 15. Deep Lake in Antarctica is so salty that it cannot freeze even in the temperature as low as -15 degrees Celsius. So hey friends, if you like the videos, do not forget to click on the subscribe button.